those Slim Jims, so enjoy them while you can. How's everybody feeling out there, man? That never gets old, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much. All right, should we sit on this beautiful couch and answer some questions and chit-chat and do all that fun stuff? What do you guys say? All right, let's get down to business. I love you too.
You know, I told Seth that I actually have the same red leather pants as him, but I didn't wear them today, unfortunately. I do see someone in the audience has your red plastic boots that you wore on a Raw.
Oh, yeah, we got the yellow crack ones too, man. I dig that, man. I appreciate it. That guy's here to party.
Yeah.
Somebody get him a drink.
Get him a Slim Jim.
Yeah, or another, hey, more Slim Jims? More Slim Jims! Sorry, Slim Jim. Oh wait, there's more, Ooh, yeah!
You know, Seth, the last time we saw you was this past Monday. You seem to be in much better spirits than when we saw you last.
Yeah, Rocky does suck. I heard that. Rocky does suck, in fact. Yeah, I still, you can kind of see a little bit if you, hey, settle down now, I'm a married man, come on. Yeah, I'm wearing the remnants of this past Monday on Raw, but I tell you what, this weekend, Saturday night,
saw your sign.
Payback is coming. I had a plan. We had to rock dead to rights, center of the ring. I thought Roman did what he always does and went home. I underestimated the tribal chief. I'll be the first to admit I underestimated the tribal chief. But come Saturday, tomorrow night, there will be no underestimation. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, we're taking down the Bloodline! And you can believe that.
Well, one night removed from night one of WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre has said many times that you have been spreading yourself thin throughout this build-up to WrestleMania. You've taken on a lot, obviously, just coming off a knee injury, coming off of what happened on Monday night. How are you feeling right now?
Man, I've been through a lot the past few months, it's true. But I'm feeling real good. I'm 100% clear to compete. And look, you know what? I'll tell you this. After Monday, I already had a chip on my shoulder going into this WrestleMania, but now I feel like that chip has doubled in size. And I'm sorry if you got children out there, but Monday night, it pissed me off.
Holy shit, there's 2 signs. Pull your signs
and
down.
If there's one thing you don't want, it's to give Seth Rollins extra motivation heading into the biggest match of my life. Because I don't know if you guys are familiar with my track record at WrestleMania, but it's pretty darn good. And when the brights are the lightest, and baby, tomorrow night they're gonna be as bright as they have ever been, I'm gonna shine like a diamond, I promise you. And that extra motivation, that big chip on my shoulder, that's gonna come back to bite The Rock in the ass. And then on Sunday, Drew McIntyre don't stand a chance. Come on, be real. He don't stand a chance. It's gonna be a good weekend for Seth freaking Rollins and my fans. I appreciate that.
A big weekend at that. You mentioned your WrestleMania history. I want to take us down WrestleMania memory lane, back to WrestleMania 31. Your Money in the Bank cash-in. Let's take a look at this clip right here.
This is brilliant! This is brilliant! Mr. Money in the Bank!
The first ever superstar to cash in his Money in the Bank contract during the main event of WrestleMania.
Seth Rollins with the title! Are you kidding me? And the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins! First time in WrestleMania history, someone's cashed in Money in the Bank and won.
Now, obviously, you've been in many a WrestleMania since this moment, but how impactful was that for you?
I can't believe that was 9 years ago. 9 years ago, man, that's crazy. Time flies. I mean, that kicked off the last decade of WWE, right? That set in motion the last 10 years and what we're finally looking at in the biggest WrestleMania of all time. And so for me, when I relive that moment, when I watch it, it's so hard for me to even put myself back in the first person. I've seen it like on a screen so many times that I experience it the way that you guys experience it, right? I see it through the eyes of the fans. And it's one of those moments that as I imagined it coming together, I saw it being special, but I never could have imagined the impact that it has had over the past 9 years to get us where we're at now, going into WrestleMania, me and Roman taking the titles in on opposite sides. I think it's got even more meaning this week, tomorrow night, this weekend. So very special, very awesome, and thank you guys so much for being on this ride with me for the last 9 years, man. We're gonna look to make some special moments this weekend too. That's pretty cool though.
I mean, that moment was absolutely massive, overshadowed the main event of that WrestleMania. I was there as a fan. That was my first year going to WrestleMania 31. And ironically, bringing this all full circle, that was the last time The Rock appeared on a WrestleMania.
Is that true? Wow. Wow, I did not know that. That's there's that little Easter egg for you guys there. Rocky does suck, but hey, I don't want to take anything away from The Rock, but time changes people, man. You look at the person that I was 9 years ago, the guy that had to go in there and steal the main event of WrestleMania. Now, 9 years later, I'm a different dude, right? I'm better than I've ever been, but I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I earned my way into the main event of WrestleMania this year. And you look at The Rock, you look at the kind of guy The Rock was 9 years ago, and now he's spent a decade in Hollywood, and he's come back, and he's trying to take my hard work away from me. Interesting how time changes people, ain't it?
Well, I do want to ask, you were an iconic Money in the Bank contract holder. So what are your thoughts on Damian Priest's run as Money in the Bank winner?
He's not here, right? He ain't hiding anywhere. We ain't gonna get a cash in on stage, are we? No, we ain't gonna get a cash in on stage. Here's what I'll tell you about Damian Priest, all right? He's gotta get his head on straight. I'll tell you what he has figured out after many failed attempts at cashing in on moi. I think he's figured out I'm not the guy he's gonna take the title from. Because I haven't seen or heard from Damian Priest in a long time. So good for him. I'm glad that he's finally figured out not to pick on the World Heavyweight Champion. I've cashed in, as you just saw. I've been cashed in on. I know what it takes to avoid losing my title to a Money in the Bank contract cash in. So, Damian, if he gets his head on straight, he picks his moment, it ain't gonna be me. He's got a chance, but the clock is ticking. He's running out of time, so he's got to make that decision soon. Good luck to him, but he ain't getting my title off of me.
Well, you said you're not nervous at all that you haven't heard from him recently.
No, not he. Look, I don't know if you know this, Damian Priest is also one half of the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, and he's got quite a big match ahead of him this weekend, right? He's got some crazy ladder match with like 26 teams. How many? It's a lot of teams in there, man. That's going to be some fireworks. I'm actually really looking forward to that match. That's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, he's got a lot on his plate right now, so he's got to kind of figure out what it's going to be for him. What's it going to look like? Is he got to focus on that ladder match and those 5 other teams? Is he going to focus on cashing in a contract? There's a lot going on, so it'll be interesting to see what he wants to do. If I was him, maybe this weekend's not the time. I don't know. That's just my opinion, but he can do what he wants with it.
Says the guy that also has a lot on his plate.
I do have a lot on my plate. But you know, what am I supposed to do? Right? I can't just let the Bloodline run everything. I can't just let The Rock come back in here and take credit for everything that we've been building for the last 10 years, man. The Rock comes back in here and he's trying to take credit for making wrestling cool again. Come on. WrestleMania was selling out without The Rock. I told The Rock this in the beginning. We don't need you. We're glad to have you. We don't need you. You come in here, we'll kick your ass, you send you back to Hollywood. Wrestling was not cool because The Rock comes out here and says a few swear words and gets on his Instagram and does all that nonsense. Wrestling is cool because everybody in this room has made it cool again. And so what was I supposed to do? I couldn't just let The Rock come back in here and take credit for everything we built. I couldn't let him join the Bloodline, be a member of the board on TKO, and just run this place as he sees fit. We've been doing something great between me, between Cody, between everybody here, and we need to keep that grind going. So I had to put a lot on my plate. I had to. Somebody had to step up, and who better than me?
Well, speaking of Cody, give it up for Seth. Speaking of Cody, you guys have put on this united front against the Bloodline, but it wasn't always that way. I want to take it back to WrestleMania 38. Despite you having a great track record at WrestleMania 30, or at WrestleManias in general, this one caught you a little bit off guard. We roll that clip.
Missionary, and tonight he is exactly where
On this
he
night, you had no
belongs.
idea who your opponent
At
would be.
WrestleMania. Early counter, neither man able to sustain much of an
Very
advantage.
fashionable.
The momentum shifts. Who's going to get that advantage? Cody Rhodes both men crashing down hard to the outside. Oh no, dear God. Oh! Dragon sleeper. No.
What was going through your mind when you found out that it was Cody Rhodes?
You know, I had heard the rumblings, I had heard the rumors. I think there was a part of me that thought maybe, but it seems so unlikely. It seems so improbable after everything that he had done while he was away, that he would be the guy to come back in and try to steal my WrestleMania moment from me. But here we are, Cody Rhodes getting his own WrestleMania moment. But you mentioned we've come a long way, and look, I'll tell you this, he's someone who came in, took a WrestleMania moment for himself, but over the past few years, he's earned my respect. And I'll tell you why. It's because he has been honest and straightforward every step of the way from that moment on. He's said he's gonna go out and make all the shows and make all the appearances. And if any of you guys have been on a live event in the past 3 years when Cody Rhodes was healthy, Cody Rhodes has been on that show. Cody Rhodes has put in the work in every single match that he's been in. He's been honest with me, he's been honest with the audience, and I think that's why people have loved him and respected him. And I'm not always gonna like Cody Rhodes, but when we have the same goal in mind to take down the Bloodline, Cody Rhodes would be my best friend.
Well, it's clear you have a lot of mutual respect for each other. Going back to right after the Royal Rumble this year, you actually issued a challenge to Cody Rhodes. You were hoping that he would face you for your title at WrestleMania this year.
Yeah, what a crazy 3 months this has been, right?
A lot's happened.
A lot has happened. And look, it's one of those things. I know Cody was dead set on facing Roman Reigns, and I understood that, but hey, man, what's it? You only live once? That's the thing? Shoot your shot, man. And that goes for anything out there. You want to achieve a dream? My dream has always been to main event WrestleMania. This is the first year I've had the opportunity to walk into WrestleMania as a World Heavyweight Champion. So, I took a shot. Hey, I took a shot. I said, Cody Rhodes, I believe this is the most prestigious title in WWE because I've made it that way over the past 9 months. If you want to do things the right way, you want to fight a workhorse champion, a champion your dad would be proud of, then you and me, let's fight. Let's make this the richest prize. Screw Roman Reigns. We got this thing. So, hey, man, I put it out into the world, figured maybe I could sell him. At the end of the day, he made the decision that was the best decision for him. And again, that's part of what I'm saying. He was honest with me, told me straight to my face, it's gotta be Roman for me, and I respect that. So, I had to shoot my shot though, no harm in trying, right?
Well, shifting gears to WrestleMania Night 2, your opponent, Drew McIntyre. He has been very vocal the past several months, often bringing up your wife as well. Do you feel like that's a cheap shot, mentioning all of her accolades in hopes to make you feel a certain way?
Hey, you got the book. You got the book. How many out there got Becky's book, man? Oh, I love that. It's a great book. If you love pro wrestling, you will love that book. It is a fantastic book. I suggest you pick it up. But look, I don't think it's a cheap shot. I think it's lazy. How many married folks we got in here right now? We got some married folks in here, all right? Even if we're not married, how many people just in relationships? You got significant others, someone you love, someone you care about. How many people we got in here? Come on, raise your, be proud. That's right. That's right, it's no shame. We're proud of the people we love, right? And we're proud of their accomplishments, man. And if you want to use my wife's popularity to try to demean me, then you're the asshole, not me. So that does not affect me in any way. It only makes me laugh, and like I said, it's lazy. And if you look at Drew McIntyre's social media game, he strikes me as anything but lazy. So my challenge to Drew has always been, come up with something better than that, man. I love my wife. She's the best to ever do it. Nothing about her is ever gonna make me feel bad about myself. And hey, I outkicked my coverage with that one, man. I am lucky to be married to the greatest of all time, the man, Becky Lynch. Period.
Well, there's a lot of speculation about how CM Punk might get involved in this match. He's going to be on commentary. want to ask, what was going through your head when he came back at Elimination Chamber?
Nope.
Oh man, I can't say that out loud.
There have been some videos circulating the internet.
I was
of that
gonna say,
reaction.
if you need to know, you can just hop back on. I don't think I've ever been more unprofessional in my entire life than when CM Punk came back at Survivor Series. You know, I was not feeling good, and it's the same thing with The Rock, right? It was the same thing with Cody Rhodes. I love WWE, right? Do you guys love WWE? I mean, that's why we're all here. You love professional wrestling, you love WWE, you love WrestleMania, and for me, we're all family, Kathy. I'm talking about everybody in the back, everybody that I've shared a ring with, everybody in production, creative, all the way from Triple H to every single person out here, right? We're all family. We're all in this together. And when you have family, you protect your family. You protect your family, man. You protect your family from outsiders who have only self-interest in mind. And I know for some of you guys, CM Punk is like that dude for you, right? He's like your hero, he's your martyr. But CM Punk left this place a decade ago, and every single day that he was gone, he tried to actively tear apart WWE. And for me, that was like taking shots at my family. I protect my family, all right? I protect my family. I stand up for my people. And so when I see CM Punk out there actively taking shots to try to tear me down, tear my house down, tear my family apart, I got no time for that. And what you saw at Survivor Series in real time was me experiencing a traitor coming into my house and trying to tear it apart, and how I felt about that. And it was as raw and as real as I've ever been. Like I said, probably as unprofessional as I've ever been as well. But it is what it is, man. I don't like CM Punk, and I never will.
He was on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani earlier this week and mentioned that he was hoping it would be you and him at WrestleMania 40. Do you think that because of this injury, when he does recover, we will see this match one day?
If he doesn't get hurt again, sure. Hey, what, you want me to make up lies and tell you he's going to be in pristine condition when he comes back? It's not going to happen. I would love nothing more. And I told Punk the first time we were together in a WWE ring in over 10 years, I told him, you know what? If you can work your way up to my level, I will gladly stomp your head right into this mat in the center of the ring. So let me ask you guys, do you want to see Seth freaking Rollins versus CM Punk? Look, if CM Punk can get himself healthy, keep himself healthy, I would love for him to come back, work his way up to get into a match with the best to do it. We'll see if he can do that, but again, I would love to teach him. I would love to have the bell ring so that I could have carte blanche to smack him around as much as I need to. That's the truth. I would love that opportunity.
So other than being in the main event this year at WrestleMania, you have a lot of WrestleMania moments. What feels different about this year?
What feels different about tonight, like this weekend, tonight or tomorrow? Oh man, I mean, it's huge. We're in Philly, first of all, which
I saw you working out with the Philadelphia Eagles too.
I was, yeah, Lane Johnson, man. I had to work out with him. What a hoss he is, dude. And Philadelphia is a city that I've been wrestling.
This is a Bears fan right
Respect,
here.
respect. It's all good, man. It's all good. We're in off season right now, you know what I mean? But here's the thing, man. Philly's a huge wrestling city, right? Huge wrestling city. There's a little company started up around here called ECW not long time ago. I've had some incredible wrestling moments here in this city. The fans y'all are wild, man. Y'all are wild. Yeah, somebody remembers Tyler Black way back over there. And I've had some incredible moments here. We're talking 40 years of WrestleMania, and say what you want about The Rock, and you guys have made your opinions known. He does suck. He is still the biggest star in Hollywood. He's the biggest movie star in the world. And so tomorrow night, when he gets back into the ring for the first time in 10 years, like I said, that spotlight is going to be brighter than it's ever been. And so in truth, this is the biggest tag match in the history of WrestleMania. And it's happening right here in one of the greatest wrestling cities of all time, in Philadelphia. You've got 4 of the biggest stars in the history of our industry wrapped up into one match, 2 world champions, huge ramifications for night 2. Everything about this moment screams XL. It screams extra large. And it is special. We can all feel it. We can all sense it. It's gonna be a huge weekend, and it all kicks off tomorrow night, night 1 WrestleMania, when me and Cody stomp the Bloodline right into the ground.
It is absolutely wild to think that tomorrow night you will be making history. This will be one of the matches that people go back. These kids maybe will show their kids that WrestleMania match in the future. Any final words to the WWE Universe here before we wrap this up?
My final words to you guys are simple. I love you. I have been in WWE for 12 years. I've been wrestling for 20 years, like I said. Some people over there remember Tyler Black, and I appreciate that. If you guys have followed me my entire career, if you followed me in my WWE career, if you've been a fan of mine, if you've been a hater of mine, man, all of it. I just appreciate that we have the same love in common, and that is professional wrestling, and that is WWE, and that is WrestleMania. And so thank you guys so much. Thank you for taking the last 20 years with me. Who knows what the future holds, but we have this moment, right? We have right now. We have this WrestleMania to make it the best WrestleMania of all time. So thank you guys. I love you so much, and I'm looking forward to hearing you guys sing my song for as loud and as long as you can. Give them a preview, y'all. I love you guys so much. We'll see you all tomorrow night.